Welcome back. This is Knights of the Square Table. I'm your host, Jacob, and we have my associates here,
Zach
and Tyler.
Today we'll be talking about guns. Very interesting subject. Zach, how do you feel about guns?
I want more of them.
You want more of them? Well, in today's society, do you think everyone should have a gun?
No. This is... So, I went to Europe and I spent a time traveling with a bunch of Australians who have no guns, right? Even several of them were military, had no guns at home. Weren't allowed to have guns at home.
No guns in Australia?
No.
Well,
no
that's
guns.
our next target.
Australia. Just that. So, they were really confused. Like, they like to come to the United States, but they didn't want to go to Texas because everyone in Texas has guns. And they're really confused how nobody shot each other. I told them, because the other guy also has a gun.
That's right.
Right? So, I am pro-gun, but, you know, if you don't want them, I don't care. Then I win.
Tyler, you have anything to say?
I just want more 22 bullets in Walmart.
Yeah, really.
Can't get any.
So yeah, ammunition is like gone because we're afraid of losing our guns.
I get.
So you can see how much people like.
You can get
this.
.332, which is the assault rifle round, but I can't.
That's all you need.
I can't get 22 rounds.
That's all you
A
need,
gun
though.
Never shoots that.
That's all you need. Well, why is the ammunition being taken away from us?
Actually, I have no idea. It's not being taken away. It's being bought up in a ridiculous
Well,
way.
yeah.
Well, no, there is. My uncle works with people in a ammunition factory, and they make tons of ammunition, and I think it's the 22 ammunition is consistently bought out
Yeah. Just be.
by the government.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What are they
buying
doing
it
with
out?
it?
Stockpiling it as far as we can tell.
Dude,
Like, they have a hard time, the employees can get cases for cheaper, but they still have a hard time getting as much as they'd like.
this is the strangest thing ever.
Huh.
Are they afraid that we're going to attack everyone with
We're gonna
22s?
invade China. With 22.
22s, apparently.
There's too many people in China.
So, who qualifies to have a gun?
Anyone who can mentally handle it and like pass its basic safety course at least.
So you're requiring safety now, just to have a gun?
Well, you would expect people to at least have some sense of
It can be up to the
reasonable
state
use. Like Boy Scout camp is enough for me.
to do it.
So you just need a weekend to go practice, basically?
Yeah, as long as the boys pay attention, you can just like watch them and say, "Okay, I'm never letting you have a gun."
You're never going to have a gun!
Of course you can have a gun. You were rejected. For life.
So, who's going to determine this, I guess?
We already have
Is it
these-
going to be the state?
Yeah, the state has the right to make
Yeah.
its own rules. No, they can't. They should not be able to take away your right to a gun, but they should be able to control who has them and what kind of guns are available. That is their right as a state.
Yeah, but it's not.
It's not their right
federal.
to. Federally, they have to let you have
Any-
guns. Statewide, they can at least do some sort of controlling. A state should be able to make its own decision. The
Yeah.
people of the state should be able to decide what they want.
What about the limitation on fully automatic weapons?
In California, we have that because there was a robbing at a bank. The two gunmen had fully automatic weapons and full body armor, which is also illegal,
Oh.
and annihilated the cops for a long time until the cops literally went to a gun store, stole their assault rifles, and were able to fight back. But it was terrible.
It was just because of that one incident, we're not going to have any more assault rifles.
No other
Automatic.
incident has shown civilians to be
Okay.
using them effectively.
But, okay,
chaos.
so you can't think of someone that using a semi-automatic weapon and still do as much damage.
No,
Not as
it's
much
So
damage.
much slower.
Yeah,
You have to squeeze the trigger every time.
You can squeeze it pretty fast.
there's just
Pretty
gonna be
fast,
more
not
accurate
as fast
damage.
as they can automatically.
More
Okay.
accurate damage. You just even if they have the same weapon and they're firing it one shot around, they're not going to be firing these random rounds off into houses, off into the buildings.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean in general, it's just a better idea.
But what if you qualify to use an assault rifle? Like you take a course and you
you're
could qualify.
ex-military
for
or
it.
something. It doesn't
Not
matter.
even that.
State just
Well-
determines what you have.
What would you use it for?
Just because.
Well, the
it's my right.
I would say initially it was set up so that you have the ability to overthrow the government if it becomes
If.
tyrannous,
Okay.
which is our duty as Americans, right? To overthrow
Mm-hmm.
a tyrannous government. I think that was in the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah.
We're not just supposed to let tyranny run rampant. We are supposed to stop it. So we have the right to bear arms for that purpose, I would argue. You don't need an assault rifle to do it, though. We could take the government over with,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
22 is
with
apparently.
numbers.
apparently not with 22.
Because aren't the National Guard more loyal to the state, perhaps? Because I've heard the theory that the National Guard is our new standing militia.
They pretty much are a new standing militia, but they're loyal to the government, the federal government. They can be deployed overseas, which
Yeah, I
they
know
have
that.
been, which is odd. But yeah, I would say they're probably or standing militia.
Okay.
But each state has the right to form its own army if it chose.
What about like citizens? Can they form an army?
No, not as far as I understand.
What about gun clubs?
As far as I know, nothing specifically prevents them from doing it in the Constitution.
So how would such an organization be run? Because I've played with the idea before in my own mind a couple years back.
Starting your own militia?
Yeah. have
Probably,
my own militia.
probably held up in a compound. I'm thinking that's how they go down.
Okay, maybe just like a locally trained group.
No, I don't think you would be allowed to.
Just don't tell anyone.
Just don't tell anyone.
just do it.
Clandestine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, as far as I know, there's nothing preventing you federally from creating your militia.
Yeah.
Yet. Right. But nothing is giving you specific power to do so either.
And there wouldn't be any like official liaison you could make with the police or anything.
You
To make
might.
it like
Unless
better.
you-
Yeah, if you got
you're
them
the chief.
involved, because they'd probably love to be a part of it. That's like your only real approach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hey, we should all hang out together. So let's make an army. But for what purpose would it serve? You know, like
just
the,
because.
the Black
Emergencies.
Panthers existed. They were essentially a
Ah, good
militia,
point.
and they were there initially to defend their territory, which they felt the cops were unwilling to do.
But what happened to them?
They were demonized
Okay.
and possibly also
Yeah.
crazy. I'm not certain. I don't know their history, but you know, there's a lot of uncertainty with that group. What was their intent?
Just to have fun.
Probably not. They were pretty mad.
Yeah, they were pretty pissed off.
Yeah. But they did form. They were a militia.
Well, okay, so what about the age? Should the age change to have guns, or should it stay the same?
Is there an age for guns?
Yeah, there's an age
Handguns.
for 18 to have rifles and 25
To buy.
Yeah.
To buy. You can,
Yeah,
you
no.
can. I don't know
That-
about owning, but you can
Yeah.
shoot.
I like that idea
Any age.
because parents are responsible for what their children do,
Mm-hmm.
and if you allow them to go buy guns without parent permission, then you're essentially removing the parents' ability to
Undermining,
control what those
yeah.
little knuckleheads
Okay,
are doing.
but my saying is, should it be raised or kept the same?
It's
It's
the same.
fine.
It's the same.
You
Most of
can
us
go
are
to
reasonable
war and
enough.
die. You can buy a gun. That's fair enough.
That's.
Okay.
I think that's how that happened.
Yeah, it is. It's why
18.
you can vote at 18.
But they
and all
can't. They
that.
can't get handguns.
I don't care.
Only rifles.
That's fine.
That's what.
I don't really care.
You're fine.
I don't care. either way.
3 more years, you can get a
Yeah.
handgun. You're fine.
They can't go buy a handgun. They can have someone else purchase.
They
the
can use
handgun.
it.
I guess.
And they're
It depends on the state.
Yeah.
right, and that's okay. States can make their own decision.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm all for states making their own
Okay.
decisions.
So to wrap up, anyone that has any last comments?
Please give me more guns.
Please. Okay. Well, that's today's show about guns. Please also subscribe to our channel and give any comments if you have any. All right. Thanks for watching.